All right, can you hear me now? I think so, right? Yeah. All right, so how's everybody? Welcome to BELLOHEART. Today is Friday. No, it's not. No, I lied. Today's not Friday. Today's Wednesday, July 26th, 2023. Historic day in American history. They've confirmed, which no one's like, it hasn't come out like this yet. Like, we are not alone, or we have aliens to visit us. It just came out in Congress today. They had the public UAP, UFO hearings. UAP stands for unidentified aerial phenomena. UFO is obviously unidentified flying object. But they've stopped using UFO because of whatever, stigma, whatever you want to call it. But today was historic because it was the first time since the 60s there was a public hearing on UFOs. And it was also, I think it was the first time ever that there were whistleblowers with first-hand knowledge there. So there was two of them, David Grush, and there was two other pilots that have seen stuff. One was the famous Tic Tac event from 2004, which is comical to me. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway is check out YouTube real quick and look at all the news, people. Can you hear me? Yeah. So check out the news here. Look at YouTube's news. It's all mainstream. Is now aliens are confirmed. So what does that mean? Huh? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for people like us? It doesn't mean anything. See, me, I can walk around saying, yeah, I was right. Who cares if I'm right or wrong? It's not about that. It's about that, even though it's annoying that nobody, that all you annoying people out there that believe everything you read, or believe that the media, that the government has our best interests at heart, and that how can they keep a secret so big for so long? Stop being so naive. It's a joke. Wake up. Red pill, blue pill. Come on. Let's go. Alice in Wonderland. People, it's making me sick. We need to wake up. This whole thing has to start with us, because now that Congress at least has taken a step, right? So what happened today? UAPs, UFOs, real. We had that guy David Grush on, who was on News Nation last month, and he was not allowed to say everything because of classifications, which is such a scapegoat. It's an easy way out. Oh, classified. Sorry, classified. So supposedly they have to get a SCIF, which is a secure communication and information facility, which is supposedly like a Faraday box. Not a Faraday box. What the hell do they call them? Faraday cage, maybe? I think it's Faraday cage. It's a completely no communication in, no communications out. No electromagnetic signals can get in or out. So it's basically supposed to be secure. However, scale of technology can go in, and so the shadow government can get listened to anything. It don't matter. But that's from the day. So today's press club event, people, was historic, and there was some YouTubers there that I follow. Chris Leto. If anyone sees him, I have his name on the bottom. It says hashtag Chris Leto Show. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your alerts on, notifications on, so at least you can get notified when I have a new video. So right now I've been spamming friends and family so they can at least get the viewership up. So at least I have a day job that I love, but I would love to be more of a pest in Washington, or whatever. Congress, press clubs, press events, just so I can torture the rich white people, the rich people. I hate greedy people, man. It drives me crazy. So I just love to torture them all. So maybe one day this can be like a passion of mine and become something big. But not something big. There's something that allows me to at least have the freedom to travel and torture bigwigs. That'd be cool, huh? Anyway, so at the event today, there's some really important people. Tim Burchett, I think her name's Anna Luna. So far, the Republicans have seemed to be taking the reins as far as like getting the secrecy out of there, out in the open. Part of that is probably because of they're probably licking their chops so they spend more on defense. They love doing that. Even though the UAPs that are being seen everywhere all over the world are man-made, we make them. So it's a fact. We can prove it. So don't believe that they're hostile. Don't believe that aliens are hostile. They're not. The only thing that's hostile is humans. The secrecy and humans. We're hostile to each other. Yes. So we saw lobbying today, right? At the event. You could watch the live stream. I'll try to post it for you guys. I'll post a link to the live stream as well. You guys can check it out. I watched it for 3 hours today. It was standing room only. I can't imagine that. There's at least 110,000 people watching on YouTube tonight. So and there was people streaming it all over the place. So a steam amount of people now. It's on the news. You can see on YouTube, and it's everywhere. So I'm going to go over the press club event today. The press event today, not press club. It was It was just a public hearing in the House, right? Yes. Okay. So you had Republicans and Democrats, both sides there. You had some people, some Republicans and Democrats, I guess, talk about the security side of it, the national security side of it. Should we be worried that they're hostile? Of course, they all said yes, and I get it. Looking at it from a naive side where I'd never heard of this before, I can understand why national security should be first. However, don't let that fool you, anybody, because it's all just part of the control. So we want to get past the national security thing, past the compartmentalization, past the secrecy, past all the top secret clearances and everything else, and just break the door wide open. And eventually we're going to have to. I just hope that that this transition is peaceful. So that's why I always write #peaceful revolution, because we have children. We want to make the world a better place, not make it some place that we don't want to be. So we know it's going to get worse before it gets better. We just don't. It doesn't need to get violent though. Let's keep it safe. Let's keep it love. When we can talk our differences out without hurting each other, it should be focused on here, guys. Come on. Of course, there's politicians that don't make this about politics, but there's also some good politicians out there, some younger ones that are coming up too. So, but there has to be a grassroots, bottom-up movement, just like in the '60s when they, said, I can't compare civil rights, but this, this is the government. This is something that has to end. We need to protest, whatever we got to do. We got to do something for our children so it comes out in the open. Because if not, we're not going to even have a world to call our own, let alone have one that we can trust our children to live in. So help me subscribe, follow BELLOHEART, help us find the truth, help us put pressure on our congressmen, write letters telling them that this full transparency is absolutely necessary on every level, but starting at the top for sure. And what I want to know is where they known about these Tic Tacs inside the intelligence community since 2004. How come nobody's made a big deal about them if they're not man-made? Think about that. We've known about this since 2004 inside the military. So if the military was that concerned that they were hostile, don't you think they would have tried to do something and go after these UAPs if they weren't sure where they were coming from? Come on, they waited almost 20 years before they actually brought it up in Congress in a public setting. Obviously, they're not that worried about the UAPs being hostile. Well, they would have done something about it. So they're man-made. Wake up, people. It's all part of the show. Marionettes, right? Guys, I'm not trying to make it feel bad, I'm saying, but anybody who used to make fun of, who believed in aliens, anybody who used to torture about, the government, shadow government, conspiracy theories, all that stuff, stop. They were right. You were wrong. Suck it up. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you. We are right. And it's time to come on board. Let's go. Believe. It's time to believe, everybody. Aliens are real. Yup. Love you. BELLOHEART out.